Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to welcome all of you to today's meeting. I assume that everyone is here. So can we start the meeting with the issue that we will discuss?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss
Ms.
Munira.
Munira.
Okay, to begin with, I would like to ask if there anyone absent from today's meeting.
Yes, Miss Munira. I have received an apology from Mr. Zarul who cannot come for today's meeting due to an urgent matter.
Okay, thank you for the information, Miss Azima. Let us begin the meeting with the first item. Have you all read the
Yes, Miss
minutes of
Munira.
meeting from the previous meeting?
Yes, Ms.
Yes,
Munira.
Ms. Munira.
Yes, Miss Murnira.
Okay, is there anything wrong with the document?
No, Miss
No,
No,
Ms.
Munira.
Munira.
Okay, then good job, Miss Azima.
Thank you, Miss Munira.
And can someone propose the previous minute of meeting to be accepted?
I propose the previous minutes of meeting to be accepted.
I second the motion.
Okay, then I declare the previous minute of meeting as correct and accepted. Now let's move to the first agenda of today's meeting. As you all know, the flooding situation is getting more serious day by day and affecting most of our university students. We already received an order from the Vice Chancellor to discuss this matter on today's meeting. So the first thing we have to discuss today is deciding on a suitable date to start the cooling off period as mentioned in the memorandum. So any suggestion?
Yes, Miss Murnira, I do.
You may continue your work, Ms. Shashini.
Thank you, Miss Murnira. I suggest to hold the cooling off period as soon as possible.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Ms. Yashini. Can you tell us your reason?
Sure, Mr. Sharma. This is because we need to act as soon as possible so that the students can catch up with their learning.
I think that's a good idea. Then can we proceed with deciding the suitable date to start the cooling off period?
I recommended the cooling off period starting next Monday on 27 March 2023 until 9 March 2023.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't agree with Ms. Yashini's idea.
May I know why are you disagreeing with this suggestion, Mr. Aiman?
I think having a cooling off period next week is not a good idea.
Can you tell us your reason, Mr. Aiman?
As we know, next week is the week for students to present themselves for the registration session for the new intake student. If the cooling off period is held next week, it will affect the registration process. Not only that, as stated by Ms. Yashini, the cooling off period is carried out for 14 days. This will indirectly interfere with the learning period. This is because a week after the registration week, the students will start their learning session. Therefore, I feel that doing a cooling off period for the next week is not a good idea.
That is a good reason. Does anyone have any suggestion on how can we solve the problem?
Can I share my opinion regarding this matter?
Yes, Mr. Sharma, you may continue.
In my opinion, we can do self-registration through the online system. By using this method, it can facilitate many people. The university does not have to bother to prepare a hall for students who wants to register. In addition, it can also save students time. This is because itself registration is done online. Students do not need to queue up to wait their turn to register. Not only that, the registration process will be completed faster because it is done using online systems.
That is a good idea. So can we proceed with the date suggested by Ms. Yashini earlier?
I propose Miss Yashini idea to be accepted.
I second the motion.
Okay, then when do we announce the cooling off period to the student?
I suggest to make the announcement on Thursday, 23 March 2023. If you agree with this idea, I will proceed to write a formal letter to be sent via the student emails. I am also going to post a notice of the cooling off period on the Unicel portal website.
I think that is brilliant idea, Ms. Azima.
I agree with Mr. Sharma.
Okay, then you may proceed with your idea, Ms. Azima. Anything else?
Miss Murnira, since we done the registration through the online system, I suggested that the classes are being held through online classes after the cooling off period in case the flood incident may not end yet during the period. With this, no matter where the students are, they still can attend the class.
I totally agree with Miss Yashini this time, but I think we must inform the lecturer ahead so that they can prepare all the materials they need to conduct the online class.
That sounds good, Mr. Aiman.
Seeing that everyone is agreed to this matter, I accepted Miss Yashini and Mr. Aiman idea. So anything else you want to share in this meeting?
Yes, Miss Munira. Considering that in the university area will be less clean due to being hit by floods, I suggest that the university should hold a gotong royong activity with the university student. This can not only clean the university area but can also help to strengthen the relationship between students during the activity being held.
Okay, that's a good idea, Miss Azima. I will discuss this matter with the Vice Chancellor later, and I will confirm this matter on the next meeting.
Noted, Miss Munira. Thank you for considering my idea.
Okay, is there any other business to discuss? If not, then I want to thank all of you who come to today's meeting. Will someone propose the meeting to be adjourned?
Yes, I will propose the meeting to be adjourned.
I second the motion.
Okay, thank you everyone. I hereby the meeting is adjourned and have a good day.
Thank you, Miss Munira.
Thank you, Miss Murnira.